Do you have an old iMac G4 laying around? Here's how to turn it into an iPad stand. And I use my iPad 2, but it also works with iPad 3 or 4. And if you have an iPad mini, you just need a different mount. So this iMac G4 is from around 2003, and I use the 20-inch model, but you could use the 15-inch or 17-inch. And so what you need for this project is some bricks, Velcro, a doorstop, an iPad mount, screws, and washers. I use bricks for the base of the iMac, but that's just so the iPad can stay up without falling over. And the Velcro I use is this industrial strength. Washers I used are number 6, and I used 12 washers total. The screws I used were 632 by 3/8, and those are oval head Phillips. Now this doorstop I used is a piece of plastic. It was the strongest flat piece of plastic that I could find, but you can use anything you want. You also need some thin, strong wire. All of these items I got at Lowe's, including the wire, and they cost around $15. I looked around online for a good iPad mount, and this is the best one I found. It's at B&H, and it's only $20. Now this is my iMac G4, but I removed the screen, and I gutted it. I removed all of the internal components, and all I'm left with is the shell of the base and the arm. I unscrewed the bottom of the computer, but it does require a special screwdriver head. I took the top piece of the arm of my iMac and I marked where the holes were with a pencil, and then this is so I can easily drill the holes onto the doorstop. I traced each hole onto the doorstop so I can drill them, and this is what it looked like. The bricks I used were 6 inches wide, and about 1.5 inches, 2 inches tall, and I used 2 bricks. And then I recommend using 3 washers on each screw. Then you line up the top of the iMac with the screws and screw them in. I used Velcro that was 2 inches wide, and I covered the doorstop with Velcro. Then I used the other piece of Velcro and traced that on the back of my iPad mount. Then I took a 30-inch piece of wire and folded that in half and then wrapped it around itself to make it stronger. And then I tied that to the screws on the bottom of my iMac. And then I did this again with another piece. Then just put in the bricks and feed it through the bottom of your iMac, and then tie the 2 pieces of wire together. And make sure that knot is in the open part of the base so your cover on the bottom can still screw in. And then I screwed that in right here, and there you go.